I just want to give a shout out to the brave folks who endured the bike tour. It turns out it was amazing. So just let's give them a round of applause too. Thanks everybody who participated in that. I may or may not have stayed up entirely too late thinking about possible commemorative t-shirt ideas. Like I survived the Midwest Climate Summit and all I got was 500 climate friends to call when the alarms go off. But that's right, there were over 500 summit participants this year, which is a record. Thank you everybody for being here. This is really a testament to the dedication to the climate here in the Midwest and the collaborative infrastructure that the MCC is so thrilled to provide for all of you wonderful leaders. What? Oh, okay, I'll get closer to the mic. Oh, wow, there we go. But in all seriousness, when we talk about climate resilience and the action in our home communities, we aren't just talking about someday, right? We're talking about right now. The siren sounds coming from all of our phones last night was a call to action that I don't think any of us are soon to forget. But right now, here we are where we're going to get ready for the rest of the summit send-off with a couple quick notes, housekeeping notes. So please remember to return your name badges at the end. There's bins outside. We'll be collecting them over there as you head home today. And while we are parting ways physically, the connection does not end here. Please take advantage of the Whova app. We have it available to you for 3 months, and so you can connect with one another, continue to find times to meet up and share and provide resources to one another, etc. I also wanted to mention that actually that's it for that, I think, at this point. But please take advantage of that. And then speaking of resilience, I'd like to give a shout out to our poster presenters for sticking with us despite the unpredictable weather, and to the woman that made this session a reality, our Case Western Reserve University Summit intern for the students, Vibha Mandayam, has been incredible. I have our Vibha for President stickers today. I really just want to give her a lot of credit because she hosted campus events to hype up the summit for months now. She organized an amazing group of volunteers. The students here showed up. Thank you so much. She really played a critical role in bringing a record number of students to the student meeting. I think we quadrupled the number of participants from last year. And she also spearheaded our very first Summit Student Poster Awards. Vibha, I'm so incredibly proud of you and your work and your dedication to making this a worthwhile experience for the next generation of climate leaders. Please join me in welcoming Vibha to the stage, and she's going to announce the winners of the Student Poster Contest sponsored by the Case Western Reserve University Office of Energy and Sustainability. Thank you, Vibha.
Hi everyone, can you hear me all right? Yes. Okay, perfect. I just want to give a quick shout out again to the Office of Energy and Sustainability at Case Western for sponsoring this year's student poster prizes. And can we give another round of applause to all of our incredible student volunteers? They've really made this event shine. And of course, I want to shout out all of our presenters yesterday for the poster session, both student and non-student. All of you were incredible. And so we have our poster prize winners this year. In third place, we have Aman Shrestha. In second place, we have Blessing Masanga. And in first place, we have Ethan Fudge. And all of our poster presenter winners, please stick around at the end so we can get photos of you with your certificates. And we will give you information about how to collect your prizes. So let's give one more round of applause to all of our poster presenters. And I'll welcome Heather to the stage.
Thank you again, Vibha. And I just also want to thank everyone here at Case Western, again, the students, but when we put on the summit, we come to a college campus, and most of us other than the students here, are not spending our days here at Case, and their number one priority is their students. And so they open up their home for us to take over their student center. And everyone from our AV heroes who made sure that your slides were here, made sure that you all could be heard, to all of the folks in the hospitality office, everybody in food service, and again, the students who have graciously let us into their spaces for this week, and everybody at the information desk who's helped us with our lost and found. I just want to give everyone here at the Case community a huge round of applause for making us feel so welcome this week. I also need to give a big shout out to someone who's played a lot of work behind the scenes. You've seen her though at the registration desk all week. She just started in mid-January and she has just, you'd think she's been here forever. Maria Straub, I don't even know if she's in here in the room, but please, I would love to give Maria a huge round of applause. Also, our event planner, Marcia McIntyre, who's been running around making sure that everything's working smoothly. Thank you, Marcia. And, yep. Sadie Newman, another person who you've probably seen buzzing around, also making sure that all of the students knew where they needed to be, working closely with VIBA. And she was the one who alerted me that there might be a tornado last night, and that's why we were able to jump on it. So thank you, Sadie. And then also our co-chairs. We could not have done this. We would not have been able to put together such a wonderful planning committee if it hadn't been for Melanie Knowles at Cuyahoga County and Anna Natarajan from the city of Cleveland. So thank you to our co-chairs. And then all of you who played such important roles, from presenting, from hosting climate cafes, from displaying your posters, to serving as mentors. Just thank you to all of you. You are the guts of what happens here, and we are all going to, I know we're all going to be okay because of all of you. So thank you, please. Thank you to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, I just have one more announcement, one more round of applause, and this is probably the moment a lot of you have been waiting for. How many of you have been gamifying the summit? Just show me. Oh, really? Come on, nobody's been uploading photos, scheduling meetups, all of that. Well, several of you have been, and I will say we have a winner on the app with 74,000 points who is going to be going home with this beautiful box of goodies from our host city in 2027, Lincoln, Nebraska. So I would like to share this with Peter Bodie. Are you in the room, Peter? All right, Peter's going to accept his prize, and then I'd like to invite our co-chairs up to the stage. Here you go. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melanie Knowles, and I serve as the Sustainability Director for Cuyahoga County. First, I want to say what an honor and a pleasure it has been to be co-chair of the summit this year, and thank you all for coming to Cleveland. As the summit started, I was immediately reminded of the 2007 book by Paul Hawkins, some of you may know, Blessed Unrest, where he posits that a large number of diverse and often unseen organizations working on environmental and social justice issues act as the Earth's immune response to where systems have brought us today. And that's what I am seeing around the summit. I love that the summit crosses silos. Every individual who I have met and had a chance to talk to has been fascinating. I've attended sessions, roundtables, we've had mobile workshops, tabling organizations, and I've gotten ideas and inspiration from everybody here. We have seen science and research, policy, art, movement, literature, education, and more. And while each of these folks and organizations and their work is individually amazing, collectively, in network, in collaboration, we are a powerhouse navigating the waters together. I was also fortunate to chair the Mobile Workshop Committee, and I'm we were really excited to share examples from our region with folks from across the Midwest. And even the locals who were here learned more about their hometown as well. So mobile workshop attendees saw commitment to community, food sovereignty, and fair wages at 3 urban farms and a vineyard. Saw momentum to connect communities to healthier parks, waterways, and neighborhoods. They visited community-scale decarbonization strategies at Corix's Cleveland thermal facility and Oberlin College's geothermal system as part of their carbon-neutral campus. And as Kara said, the impressive cyclists who braved the chilly rain to explore sustainable and equitable development right here within a couple of miles of where we stand. They get all the way to the lake and back. And these are the things that inspire me every day. You are the folks who inspire me to continue on my work, and I'm so glad that I'm doing this in community with all of you. With that, I'm going to turn it over to my fearless co-chair, Anand Natarajan. Thank you.
Can you folks hear me okay? All right. Thank you to my partner in crime, Melanie Knowles, for all the planning work. I'm Anand Natarajan, Assistant Director. First of all, thank you again to Director Sarah O'Keefe, Mayor's Office of Sustainability, and our Climate Mayor, Mayor Justin Bibb. Thank you for being here earlier and listening to all our discussions too. So thank you. Big thank you to the MCC, the Midwest Climate Collaborative, Cuyahoga County, and Case Western Reserve University. Phenomenal job. Thank you. There's so many reflections, but I'm just going to keep it very brief. Day 1 to day 3. Can't believe we are in day 3 already. So day 1, members meeting. If you're not a member, sign up now. It was amazing. 2 hours of reflections. I've never seen a SWOT analysis being reframed this way, very positively. Beacons and horizons and wind in our sail. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal that from you. Student mentoring sessions, phenomenal job. Vibha, again, thank you. So much work behind the scenes. The opening plenary, if you folks were here, oh my gosh, every speaker touched every single chord and nerve that we wanted to listen to. Stay steady is one thing we heard. Simia Brace with her, just the way she says, peace and, ease. Right? And County Executive Chris Ronan giving a nod to Cleveland's environmental movement and especially calling out, which I didn't know before, the granddaughter of Garrett Morgan, Mayor of East Cleveland. Sandra Morgan was here. Amazing. What a humble person she is. So day 2, I wish I could clone myself. There were 5 rooms, right? We were all trying to be in different places, trying to reflect, and there were mobile workshops. I said, I'm going to put my anchor down, and I'm going to be here and go around multiple sessions. So just a few key takeaways. And, when you go to these conferences, you hear all these sound bites. I'm just going to share some that I heard with you. Multiplicity of tactics, that is really important in a climate perspective. Education of community, that's also important. The storytelling, right? I mean, the imagery that had Emerald Ash Borer as a villain, I love that. There was an animation theme where they showed Emerald Ash Borer as a villain. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Climate Cafe, oh, what a wonderful idea. Food and food for thought. We had a lot of good discussions in those, 1 hour. The workforce session. How can we protect something if you don't love it? That's from Renee, from the workforce development. So thank you for that quote again. Team building from Tom Masevik. Jason, who was focused on climate and equity. And all your lived experiences coming together was fantastic. Just day 3 today, again, 2 sessions packed. The data session, responsible data centers. Again, Carla, I'm going to steal that, and I think I already have. Responsible data centers. How many of you have ever heard that term before, right? So you got to have data centers, but try to do it responsibly. The room was packed. They had to keep bringing in chairs to accommodate people at the end. It was fantastic. And I know, I will just end with this. My kids promised, and I promised to them that I will never sing on stage, but I didn't promise them that I will not recite the lyrics. You've heard of Beyonce. How many of you heard of Beyonce? Not this Beyonce, bring your own new clean energy to data centers. Okay, now this is my take on it, Anand's take on it. Okay, be ready, okay? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and lakes you already have. TLC, folks. Thank you. With that, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce Alyssa Johnson to take it away. Thank you.
All right. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm going to start with just a quick icebreaker. So if everybody can stand up, I'm kidding, it's April Fool's, so everybody's fine. Okay, so now that we have heard reflections, I think one of the reflection that I have is that this is really hard work. And really hard work can be really taxing on oneself. And I think one thing that gives me a sense of hope is that there are people all across the Midwest also doing really good work. And it's often hard to look beyond your own silo and see that. So hopefully you're all leaving with a new friend and a new renewed sense of purpose, and knowing that there are really good folks all across the Midwest, all across the country, doing this work to give all of us a brighter, cleaner future. I'm the Director of Programs and Partnerships with Power a Clean Future Ohio. We are a statewide nonprofit serving local governments, currently with 54 local governments in our membership, and it's free to join. So if you're in Ohio in a local government and you want to learn more, find me afterwards. But now, it is time for y'all to engage in some reflection. So, we're gonna do a Mentimeter. So, the first question, well, how you do a Mentimeter, go ahead and scan the QR code that you see on the screen. It's gonna ask you for your room code, and that's what that 4247782 number is. So I'm gonna, nice, people are in here, excellent. First question, you've made it to the final session. How are y'all feeling? Take a moment to share your word. A lot of inspired. I love in real-time word clouds. Wow, there's a lot of us here. We got 148 people in this Mentimeter. That might be the biggest I've seen. We've got energized, inspired, hopeful, motivated, connected, jazzed, hydrated. There we go. Don't forget to drink your water. That's really important. And for those who are on the bike ride, probably feeling a little bit hydrated from the rain. Proud, that's a really good one too. Heartened, full of ideas, psyched. Let's go. Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. We got a couple more people to share their word. It's a lot of people in this Mentimeter. 161. We've got a couple more folks to respond, and then we'll go to the next slide. And I also really enjoy that the biggest word on here is connected. And that is thanks to the MCC team that brings us all together for this. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so we've got also roaming mics. So if anybody wants to share for the next question, which is gonna be, okay, our next question. What are you most excited to follow up on after you get home from the summit? Geothermal tax credits, that's a good one. Very specific, but I love geothermal. New collaborations, new connections. Does anybody want to share what they're excited about via mic instead of just in the Mentimeter? We've got Mo from the city of Indianapolis with her hand raised.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mo from Indianapolis, and the last session I went to was on data centers, and I'm certainly going to follow up with our conveners on essentially the thought exercise we did in that session around all the things that could possibly be asked for of a developer of a data center, because I don't have the capacity to do that mental exercise again, and I would love to copy and steal everything from the wish list that we collaboratively created.
Awesome. Thanks, Mo. Oh, yeah. Scroll down. See. I don't know. It's fickle. New connections. Agrivoltaics, also a really good one. Ohio State has a really cool program through their extension office on agrivoltaics. That is very cool to learn about. And we've got over here, all right.
Hi, Eric. Eric Melly, Village of Moreland Hills, 20 minutes that way. We have already begun following up on microgrids and if it's even feasible to do buried lines because we were without power for about 2 hours last night after getting home. So real world applications applied in real time. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi, Ina Martin, Case Western Reserve University. For all of you guys here from Case, I'm super excited to start planning our Climate Action Week for the fall. So expect emails. Very motivated after this week. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, our next question is, what session or conversations challenged your thinking the most? Green financing, data centers, bioregionalism. Cool. Anybody want to share out loud with the mic? No? No takers? Shy crowd?
Right, it's not. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I thought I knew what to do. I don't.
You've done a lot, Heather. It's great. We've got green ammonia, climate cafe, data centers, science as a civic tool, GSI in winter, the importance of storytelling. A lot of data centers on here. Okay.
I'll speak.
All right. Thanks, Paul.
So I dropped in on a relatively small cafe table yesterday called Degrowth. I went in thinking, that's crazy. I came out thinking maybe not quite so crazy.
Thanks, Paul. Anybody else before we go to our next question? All righty. Okay. If you were to sum up the most valuable thing you got out of this week, what would it be? We've got meeting someone new, new knowledge gained, following up with someone I already know, greater appreciation for a new perspective. Would anybody like to share anything else on this slide, perhaps, from the crowd? Or maybe something that you found really valuable that isn't up here represented? Tough crowd, tough crowd. Yeah, it's true. All of the above. We've got a couple more folks here. Really exciting that there's a lot of folks that met someone new and gained new knowledge, which I feel like are really good outcomes of any gathering, any convening that you could go to. Also, a greater appreciation for a new perspective. See, if I was actually doing the Minty, I don't know which one I would vote for. Okay. As I leave today, what is something I will take back with me? Or how will I arrive back home differently? Some things that are already up here. We've got microgrids. There is hope. Everything energy. What does a vibrant community look like? There are a lot of definitions. Greater appreciation for my city, new partnership, using our voices, new connections. The ROI on resilience hubs versus heat action plans in terms of cost per lives saved. Anybody want to share what they're going to take back home with them?
I think it's nice to know that we're not alone in dealing with these issues across the region.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
Hi, Grant Goodrich. By the way, thanks everyone for coming to Cleveland. We love that you came here. I'm going to go home and pack my emergency to-go bag because we're getting in a wildfire and extreme heat season. And for everyone who was in the extreme heats, who didn't go to the extreme heat session, watch that on video. That was incredible.
All Thanks, Grant. Anybody else? Definitely have time for one more brave soul who wants to share with the crowd.
My biggest takeaway will be to take the interdisciplinary feedback that I've received from just listening to different workshops. I think it's so important that as we engage our communities that we understand the various perspectives of subject matter experts in all different areas. And so we all come from different paths, and just listening and learning as I serve in my role at NOPAC to serve communities, taking that feedback to help others.
Awesome, thank you. All right. And I think that might be our last question. Well, thank you all for participating. Karis, I'm going to welcome you back to the stage.